if you don't have reviews for your podcast, it's really hard for people to believe that your show is actually what you say it is. Because the truth is, a lot of people, if you go on Instagram or LinkedIn, even Facebook, you look at people's bios, everybody's the top 200 podcasters. I've seen over 1,000 people say that. So in this episode, I want to explain to you how you can really use reviews for your show to actually grow your show. What's up, podcasters? I'm Coach Chris, host of the Podcast Profit Club. And today I want to get into why social reviews are actually important for your podcast. You know, the truth is you having reviews on your show actually shows people that your show is good, because if you just have a ton of downloads, that's cool. You don't have anybody that says, hey, I love this. I actually looked at it, listened to it. It was amazing and helpful. Most of the TV shows that we all watch are because there's a community around that show. Not only will one person tell you the show is good, you'll have a ton of people that tell you, oh, you got to watch the show because it's amazing. The referral, the word of mouth to grow a platform is what's really important. Your show, your podcast doesn't become anything if you don't have that word of mouth. So I'm going to give you some strategies to help you do that. Number one, you can ask people to tweet about it. Even if you don't use Twitter a lot, you just going on there to catch a screenshot of somebody talking about how great your podcast is super helpful, because now you can take that one tweet and post it everywhere. And that's something that's normal. It's something everybody in the industry does. So think about catching those tweets. And again, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could just be them saying, I listened to this podcast. It's amazing. That's simple. That's one of my favorite strategies because it's so simple and easy for people to execute. I think when you try to make it too complicated, that's when it's difficult. So I know what you would be expecting. The average review is on Apple, and Apple reviews aren't terrible. They're not bad, but there's a better way. Because if you say review the podcast on Apple, somebody that does not have an iPhone cannot review on Apple. That's why I personally don't tell people to go to Apple anymore. Maybe if I'm tweeting, yes, but I don't say it on the show. That's not my call to action. It's not in my pre-roll, none of that, right? I like to focus on Podchaser. That's strategy 2. Now, Podchaser is another platform where podcasters can promote their show and everything, and you can actually tell people to go there and review your show. And this is more powerful because when people are on there, not only can they listen to your show, they can actually go and leave reviews no matter where they are, because it's a web-based platform, right? They can go to the search bar, search for your podcast, and then boom, it pops up. They can follow your show. They can add it to a list. Podchaser makes it really, really easy to promote your podcast through the review process. I know this sounds like a super promo, but it's just super helpful, honestly. It's really going to help you build an amazing platform. So those are a couple of strategies for this video. If you want the full episode, make sure you check out the episode so that's it for this video. If you want the full episode on how to use reviews to grow your podcast, check out the link below to listen to the full episode. And if you want to right now, you want to show some love, support the Podcast Profit Club, go to Podchaser right now. That's the link down in the description below as well. Go and review our show, man. Follow it, add us to your list or whatever. We're going to keep giving you the great podcast news, some strategies to grow your show, and conversations with amazing podcasters from around the world. So thank you for being here. I'm Coach Chris. I will see you next time. Until then, your greatness awaits.